I actually have to lower to a named AB because I'm like
Three,
0.3
two,
car grade away from
one,
unloading the last gun.
go. Oh, I gave you
My
the wrong
fitting
one then.
skills aren't perfect.
Yeah, I gave you the wrong. Let me just give you the AV, and you can trade me the Tech 2 AV.
Sure. I was getting some horrible doubling there for a second.
Hey, Meatwad, how's it going, man? Go ahead and pop your exile now.
Apparently, I no longer have the skills for that.
For drugs?
Yeah, you need Biology 1.
You don't have biology 1.
Apparently I don't.
I guess you're going without drugs.
Well, that's balls. Oh, whatever.
Alright. Start heading to destination. But yeah, I've been basing out of Dixie now. It's pretty much right down in the middle between both the back war
entered your
zones.
channel. User left your channel.
It's a good central spot if you want to do quick, easy PvP access.
Hey, wake up.
So, do you know anything about Ansel Reppers?
Yeah, they're the ones where
Hey,
you put the
wake up.
nanite piece in them and they go real good.
Yeah. Alright, so you're gonna have that going on, so pretty much this
Hey,
thing has no
wake up.
buffer. So it's just like, you know, your classic armor tank. You pretty much start it when you're in shields sort of deal. That Ansel Repper's gonna rep almost half your armor back each cycle.
Yeah.
That RR that you have on there has a really short range, around 6 km, so you need to be fairly close to me. So we're a buddy fit. I got the scram, you got the web. Other than that, nothing too crazy, just blasters.
Cool. Sounds like fun.
No, we're in
I like your
Enyo's
tiny iron,
QDT.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty legit. Yeah, but Noon Curse's model, they got rid of the boom boxes on the Enyos, which is like sinful, but the model's pretty freaking amazing.
It's not bad. It's nice to see an exotic dancer in my cargo hold. That's good to see.
Some things never change.
Are you still taking them from that giant lot
Yeah.
that Nice. Who was it who gave you that?
You.
It was. I
Yes.
thought it might have been.
Yes. Like, I made a request for you to move some to me, and it ended up being like 6,000.
Oh yeah.
Why Enyo over Ishkur? So, there's not any real reason to do one or the other QDT. If anything, the Ishkur has a bit better damage type selection. Ernest Hemingway. But the range on the blaster is going to be shorter, so the fitting on the Ishkur is going to be a little bit harder to make it work. But I have identical fittings for both those ships in case someone has more drone skill. It's pretty much the same thing. I just like Enyos, I guess you could say.
Are you scouting or are we just running around blind?
So we're going to be going into FAC War. Typically, the guy at the scram goes in first, and the guy at the web follows up, just so you don't scare the person that's inside a Plex. I'm not really scouting, though. Where are you at right now?
Just jumping into Eglende.
Okay.
I like the new D-scanner.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, the ability to actually... Like, they evenly space the angles, which is nice. For some reason, they don't have that for ranges, which is weird.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but you can now swap between cams and astronaut units. It's a lot nicer.
Every way, yeah.
So Hula tends to have people that are usually pretty bad for solo fights. Are you the Enyo called Yo-Yo?
No, I'm the Enyo called Sarkai Zenyo.
Okay.
I'm gonna just hang out here on the gate.
Nope. Set destination to the system I just punched in.
Oh, there, yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing else going on system. Like the Ishtai Ishkurs can drones can still hit kiters, but I suppose you can do some tricky maneuvers to chase them off. Yeah, pretty much when you're running around in a duel like this, you're going to be doing tricky maneuvers, I guess you could say, anyway. The Incursus does not have... Not the Incursus. The Ishkur doesn't have good drone bonuses to deal with kiters anyway. If you have, say, a flight of warriors, they're going to have a really hard time dealing with the kiter. They're not going to force off Garmers. They're not going to force off linked frigates due to how unbonused speed drones work. So, there's not a lot of reason to do one or the other. Okay, I usually don't get fights in here. I don't really see anyone in here. Let's go directly to Cormonen. It's probably a good idea to put me on watch list if you haven't already.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, a little bit of local tank with RR shenanigans going on. Fortunately, I'm the guy that's able to use drugs, and I'm the one that scrams, so I'm probably going to be the one that's primmed. But I'm going to have the most tank, which is good. But yeah, it's double Enyos. I'm fine with the guy that hasn't played the game in about 2 years, so it should be interesting. Oh dear me. Go and jump.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, how about that? I'm really curious. Are they ham or are they rapid lights? I think those are ham. I can't really tell. I'm warping you. Alright, head over to Hula.
I miss typing in local in all caps. You know, it's sad that Ransom is closed because,
Yeah.
you remember my Ransom belt buckle that I had made?
I didn't realize you had a belt buckle made.
I had a Ransom belt buckle made. It said RANSM.
That's
Well,
amazing.
just a couple months ago it broke.
Oh no! How about
I'm
that?
I'm missing one of the letters and I can't find it.
I closed the corp not too long ago.
That's
So,
really sad.
yeah,
Why'd you close the corp, man?
because it was dead.
But
It took-
just keep it.
It took me a long time to realize this fact, but I had to let it go.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're back.
Yeah, we're back. Okay, looks like everything's together. We are not able to take on 5 destroyers, so we're not going to do that.
We're back like a 90s pop reunion.
Sounds awful. Alright. It's actually really quiet right now. It's probably because it's so damn late. Alright, let's reapproach gate. So, the scanning got a lot easier for doing 5-degree scans and the like.
yeah?
If you hit C, actually, let me just make sure your settings are turned on correctly. So, the 5 buttons next to your HP to the left. If you go to the bottom leftmost button, if you mouse over it, you'll see camera controls. Make sure it's set to the leftmost option, which is center tracking position. The default button for your tracking camera is C. So if you turn that one on, you press C, and then you click on anything in space, it'll center your camera on it, then you can do a 5-degree scan really quickly.
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah. Go and jump.
So directional scanning is easy mode now, huh?
Yeah. Hey, go over to Llama and scout that. So another thing that's really drastic that changed about LowSec is they updated Crime Watch, like how people get GCC and stuff.
Yep.
So there's a couple aspects to this. The only way to get GCC is to shoot a pod or pod someone. Otherwise, you get something called a suspect timer. You can go into high sec with a suspect timer. Anyone can shoot you. It's all the same like that. But the biggest difference with it is that you only take sentries for the every security status hit you take. So, like, if you shoot someone on a gate and you warp off and warp back, you won't take sentries when you shoot that person for the next 15 minutes. So, like, you can take people on gates and frigates as long as you can, like, bounce from that initial sentries. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay. Is there anything in Llama?
Absolutely fucking nothing.
Okay, go back to Cormona and warp over to Aga.
Roger that.
Oh god. There's someone in stream chat that knows you.
Yeah, I know, I'm worried. I don't know them.
I mean, that is the appropriate response for when you know Raxup. With your clique of friends.
Yeah, man. Alga, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking Jorge, man.
It's Jorge? Oh god. I vaguely remember Jorge's name. He follows the stream a lot though. It's a cool guy. New Destin Fleet.
I remember he was really good at Pilgrims.
Like one of the worst recons in the game.
Yeah, but he... I hope he's listening.
Oh, he definitely is. How's it going, Brandon? Yeah, they buffed the Pilgrim quite a bit. They gave it a slight range bonus on newts. So you actually get like, I don't know, 20 km range on medium newts or something like that.
So less than shit, which is, a big advantage.
Well, I mean, for the whole ganking thing, it's always been, so good at. It's a lot better. They also give it a lot more fitting and stuff. But yeah, man, they added those drone damage mods. Drones are like the big thing right now. Ishtars are king.
I always like drones.
Well, everyone in the game right now is sick to death of them, so you can enjoy them.
Whenever I like something, that's what happens. Remember when I finally fit up a good hawk and then immediately CCP buffed it?
They immediately buffed it? What?
Remember when the hawk was shit, right?
It wasn't shit, though.
It wasn't very good.
It was great. What are you talking about? That was back when assault ships were balanced.
Yeah, right, sure. Fine, whatever.
Hey, 4 mids. That was balance. That was balance. Don't get me started on this shit. But yes, I recall this. I don't recall them rebalancing it right as you jumped in the ship though.
Yeah, I figured out a fitting that used an MASB and shit, and then immediately they buffed the shit out of rockets so that hawks were good. It was the rocket buff that changed it.
It's been so long I don't even remember there being a rocket buff.
You remember when rockets were shit?
No.
Oh.
Trying to think of other things that changed. They added in a radial menu to the game that may take a little bit of getting used to, but I like it. I think it's default if you click and hold down with your left mouse button onto something like on your overview, like a bracket on your overview. It should open up, yeah. So the major difference between that and the right click menu is that thing, the context will change. Like, so if you drop out of warp, you'll immediately be able to warp to something. Like, it'll go from gray to unavailable option, whereas with right clicking you have to spam right clicks,
Yeah. That's nice.
So most people really complain about it when it's on their left mouse, because they can, like, drag icons around and stuff. I put it in my right mouse button with no delay, and I've never looked back.
I might set it up to do that too.
Okay.
Not right now, because I'm busy doing shit.
Yeah, they rebalance drones. Like, all drones, more or less, are useful.
So it's not just...
not just
Amar
explosive and
slash-
Galente, yeah.
Yeah.
So usually I go
Amar, that
with
was wrong.
I usually go with Amar Mimitar drones. Galente and Caldari Tech 2 are really popular right now, so thermal damage is kind of unless you're shooting at T1 ships. Bomb is the bomb. I don't know what you're talking about, Volume. Yeah, but those T3 destroyers, they're getting a slight nerf in about a week or two. But
Why are they so overpowered?
So, they pretty much have an incredibly generous fitting. They're able to use oversized propulsion modules very easily. And then they have these 3 different modes. They have like a propulsion mode, a defense mode, and a sniper mode. So in propulsion mode, they go incredibly fast. Defensive mode, they're just really difficult to kill. Sniper mode, like their scan res doubles, and like the Confessor, which is the Mar version, gets like a whole bunch more range. The Sepal, which is the Minotaur one, gets a whole bunch more tracking. So they're way too hard to kill. They put out, gank cruiser level DPS with short range guns. And probably the most broken thing about them is, in addition to them being fairly tanky, there's that oversized prop, which they can pretty easily fit onto them. They go ridiculously fast. They go MWD speeds. So you need to have like a whole bunch of webs to slow them down. But in the meantime, they're really good at killing what's going to be webbing them. So they're just really powerful ships.
Yeah, sounds it.
Okay, nothing really seems to be going on in here.
There was that one hawk that had vanished.
Yeah, let's go over to the off-scan small, the 39.6 AU. Oh yeah, I still have one Armageddon that is marooned in a station with the incorrect fitting, disgruntled.
It's weird, worms being good. That's just fucked up.
Worms are amazingly good. They're one of the better T1 frigates. They're honestly quite ridiculously good.
There's nothing here.
Adjacent fleet.
Smart channel.
Yeah. It took me a while to rectify that.
I forgive you.
Yeah, they added a new line of ships to the game. In addition to the T3 destroyers, we also have Mortis ships.
I saw
are-
those. They look really cool.
They're like the frigate and the cruiser are some of the best ships in the game. The battleship is pretty ass, but that's just battleship missiles being a problem.
The Sisters of Eve ships look pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, you also have the SOE ships. That's correct. Those are mostly used for exploration. The battleship is incredible for RR. It's got an RR bonus and everything, but battleships don't really do RR stuff anymore.
Yeah, I haven't for a while.
But the cool thing about the Nestor, which is the battleship, is that you can refit off of it, so people can do shenanigans with that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You do tricky Rooks and Kings shit with that.
Yeah. I was in a PL gang like a month or two ago, probably 2 or so months ago, where they were running around in Macarials and Confessors and stuff, and they would be all warp fitted, and then once they found a fight, they'd swap over to their combat fits. So they could
That's
just
cool.
zip around space really quickly. Yeah, it was pretty neat. Tanko and scan.
I hear they've nerfed the shit out of Capitals too, in the jump range.
Yes, that was I think December-ish. So that was the Phoebe changes. So not only the jump range, but they added a cooldown to how often you can do jumps. If you break that cooldown, you have a bad time where you can't jump for a while. It's probably overdoing it quite a bit, but it did make it. There's a big problem where people are just going around. They're like huge groups of super carriers and stuff from one side of the game to the other in a couple of minutes. Anytime you had a big fight with time dilation, like you'd have reinforcements pretty much showing up in the fight pretty much within like a minute or almost like seconds after the fight happens with time dilation. So everyone just be able to pile in all their reinforcements in no time.
That's pretty silly.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's done away with that, but it's just also made it so it's really a pain in the ass to actually invade. Which isn't that great. Okay, we can't go in that novice. Is that over to Golem? Oh, you just passed me in the Hawk? Alright. Cool. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to hold you down that gate. You didn't even bother with it. There's like no one in here. Oh, Seeple. See, a Seeple, even if this guy's here and we get to fight with him, he can just run away, pretty much at will.
That's
We're,
annoying.
we're gonna go for it anyway, though, just because. I'm broadcasting a small. You see it? Do you see it?
I think so.
Okay, you can warp to me right now. Oh, he's on the outside?
I should probably also be looking at my broadcasts, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I warped the wrong one.
You warped to the wrong one?
Wait, no, I didn't. I did not.
Yeah, you're here. He's AC fit. I need you. Get some RRs on me. Yeah, I'm not doing anything to him. Fuck, it's on a reload. Yeah, I'm just dying here. I'm going down. I'm trying to bail, but it's probably not going to happen. Warping, I'll be right back. Try to pull range from him as much as you can. Acolytes don't do much to Seeples. That's pretty much why I wasn't too concerned about putting it onto him. How you holding up?
Oh, I'm surviving. Just barely.
Okay.
Low hull.
Mine- Oh. I don't think I'm gonna get over to you. You're burning far away from me. Oh, you warped. Okay.
Holy fuck.
He warped as well.
17% hull.
That was a pretty crazy fight. Did we even really touch him at all? I wonder why he warped.
We got low shield.
Hmm. Okay.
I
Yeah,
was
I
shooting
wasn't.
him a bunch with null, so...
Okay. Yeah, I hadn't really swapped over to null. I was just too busy dying.
I'll be honest, yeah, I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing, but I was busy, you know, trying not to die.
Yep. Yeah, but they're pretty ridiculous, as you can see.
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, if we're taking on a Saber would have been dead. Alright, I'm gonna wrap up.
I am... I feel like we might have had a chance if we'd been able to coordinate and, you know, get our reps on each other, but...
Well, you had reps on me towards the end there, yeah?
A couple of times, but then I drifted out of range just when you started to die.
Okay, that makes more sense. But even then, I think he was just bursting through my tank, no problems.
Yeah, he was going to kill you anyway eventually. Alright, let me dock up and repair here.
So, the fun thing about that is it's very likely he was medium shield booster fit, and we weren't touching him whatsoever, whereas he was murdering us.
Yeah.
Okay. He's engaging me on their station. Did you dock a top station?
No.
Okay.
I just docked now. I bounced around for a minute first to make sure, you know, didn't have regression timers. And paranoid and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm docking.
Alright, meet me at the sun. Make sure your AR is reloaded.
It is. 0?
Yeah, it's 0. Here he comes. Alright, just orbed him at 50. Oh, I came in at 100. Boo. Now here comes Vantage Sorter. Head over to the small. Warp over to small at 10. It's broadcast. So he can go inside of the small. We can get the fight in there without Cerberus murdering us all.
Roger. I was pressing the wrong push to talk button.
Nice.
Yeah. Warp to the gate.
Yeah, go inside, go inside. So when you warp to 10, and if you mash, like, activate the gate when you land, you will gate slide. You remember how to remember that?
I don't even a little bit.
Okay, so if you land at 10, that means that you're not going to land inside the gate and you won't have alignment issues. If you activate an acceleration gate the moment you land onto it, people cannot tackle you. You're safe, you're free to go inside. If they follow you inside, then that's a different story, but they will not be able to tackle you on the outside.
Gotcha.
Okay, it doesn't look like the Seeple is following. So let's move on to a different area. Go over to Lulm.
Roger.
How slow the Hawk is? Yeah. Well, it's also a really scary ship to most people. Okay, go to boss. Hey, North Korea, how's it going, man? Dog Sniff, welcome. Nothing going on here. I'm thinking we're gonna go to the Galcal War Zone, because this place sucks. Doesn't look a lot better over there, but should be at least something going on over there. I'm gonna give you a new desk. Alright, best beat it over there.
Roger.
And Sopranos? What do you mean by Sopranos? Are you watching the TV show, the old one? But yeah, with how strong those things are, they're also incredibly cheap. They only cost about 40 million for just the base hull, and they're fairly insurable. So you see them just all over the fucking place. So pretty much, it's probably what we're gonna be fighting.
Alrighty.
Yeah, faction warfare is full of them. It's pretty much like for low sec content. It's all faction warfare all the time these days.
Yeah.
You can get some content elsewhere, but it tends to be very, very rare to find stuff going on. Hold on, don't go through just yet. I got a confessor and scan. Okay, let's go. Keep moving. As far as other changes, combat recons can no longer be scanned with the directional scanner.
Huh.
So if you see like a T1 frigate and a medium outpost, it's probably going to have recons in there. They're going to try to gank you. They changed the way that faction warfare sites work, so they made it so that even though the rats still don't really do any damage, it takes a lot more DPS to actually kill them, and you can't complete an outpost. You can't complete the timer without killing the rats.
Right.
So pretty much, hopefully
shit.
we'll get past this. I don't know. But pretty much with the way that that stuff works, you have to be in a combat fit to run complexes
They are
offensively.
chasing you.
They are?
Vashi Reaper just went to Eglinde with us.
A Reaper?
Yeah. So it's
That's
probably
it.
a scout, but
I don't know about that. Probably just got a noob ship. Yeah, that's the locals here. I'm guessing that that
okay.
Cerberus gang ticked off dead tourists.
I remember dead terrorists.
Yeah, these are dead tourists, man. They moved into Amok area. They're like the big group over here.
Huh.
But yeah, recons can't be scanned anymore. So if you like see it like a T1 frigate and a medium, like a frigate can't run a medium site unless it's like a super duper gank fit one. And people don't do that. So if you see just like a single frigate, it's going to be like recons in there. So don't even bother with it.
Good to know.
Also made it really hard for Scram Kite rockets to run plexes. Yeah, I bet. I bet for even running a small outpost, you're going to have a hard time. Like, the Hawk doesn't do a lot of damage output. It just tanks really well. So it'd probably take quite a bit of time to kill one of those frigates. Doesn't surprise me at all. Trying to think of other changes. So, I mean, the metagame right now tends to be cruisers and smaller due to that warp speed thing going on. People tend to run in, I mean, you have the T3 destroyers. People tend to run in, like, for, you have your frigate gangs, T1 cruiser gangs, T3 cruiser gangs, HTR gangs, that sort of thing.
So it's still blobby as fuck.
Yeah, if anything, like, solo PvP isn't really as much of a thing anymore, unless you're doing, like, say, T1 frigates, and you're going through faction warfare, and you're fighting people in novice complexes. You can get a lot of one.
Thing, you mean?
Yeah, it's a lot less of a thing. It's really hard to get good fights when you're completely alone. Off-grid links are a lot more common these days, so you tend to fight at like a huge inherent disadvantage to establish groups in an area. It's not as bad with the whole T1 frigate thing. People don't often bring out gang links just for their T1 frigates, but like say if they're running around in a more expensive T1 frigate like a Worm or a Garmer, it's probably going to be linked or at least snaked. Speaking of implants, so if you have some expensive implant sets, there's quite a few people. Okay, well if you did, there's quite a few people these days. Santo Traficante, you remember that guy? Remember
Who?
Santo? You remember Santo? Used to be that guy that would run around in the 210s over in Molden Heath with Cloaky Dramiels.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. So he came up with a T3 cruiser fitting that used smart bombs to smart bomb pods. And he's just been murdering people with, like, pirate implant sets all over the place. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of people run with expensive implants, but there's also quite a few people that run around with smart bombs all over the place, just looking for people with expensive implants. So if you're fighting in, like, the European prime time, you're probably going to get Santoed at one point or another. They got rid of clone costs. I don't know if you noticed that. So you no longer have to buy upgrade your clone anymore. You're not going to lose SP.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Kind of weird as change.
Well,
It seems like it does nothing but make it easier.
Well, that's exactly what it does. So they wanted to reduce the barrier for entry into PvP. They want people to be thinking about, oh man, I have 150 million SP and it costs me 30 million SP per pod.
I guess at the high levels of SP that does get bad.
Yeah, it blows ass. Yeah, absolutely.
I
So
only
they
have
got
65 million, so it never got too expensive for me.
Yeah, so they got rid of that, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. You can still pod jump around, but you can't really remotely set your medical clone. You can only do that like once per year. You can set it to your race's home system, and you can also set it remotely to any corporate offices you have that have medical facilities. Grouch is not really cold at all. In fact, it's starting to heat up in San Jose.
It's nice.
But I have all the windows open, and it's actually
I have
getting
one
kind of
jump
chilly,
clone,
so
but it's in a system which I cannot access, so...
doing that stuff. Well, what you can do is jump to that clone in a station you'd want your jump clone, and then just leave that station, and then, self-destruct, and then you've moved your jump clone. What are you flying tonight? That's true, though. We're in a Enyo duo, so dual small armor rep with RR.
I remember doing that.
But yeah, like super casual PvP got really freaking easy because of those clone changes. You just pretty much need to, if you pick a good station where you put all your stuff that has medical, you just die. Have the person kill you if you have no implants. Who cares? Kill me, send me back home, get into another ship, go right back out. It's great.
I used to do that anyway, though, dude.
I know.
It's unchanged from like, okay, sure.
like our home station would have like a half dozen racks of corpses outside at any given moment.
Yeah, those were not hard to come by.
No. As far as is making goes, blitzing's still decent, still really good. Exploration got pretty good. Making money in wormholes is pretty good. You can also do
What I've heard
exploration.
is you can do that like solo without any combat skills
Yep.
if you want to.
Yeah, and you can make decent money doing that.
I don't have any probing skills. Raxip has shit skills for everything but shooting stuff in the face.
Yep, that's fair. I don't know how I don't know too much about that. I don't know how much you need in the way of probing skills, but I'm sure the more the better.
Or hacking skills.
Or hacking. Yeah, I can't hack.
I can't hack it, man. I just can't hack it.
Ho ho ho.
So funny.
Yeah, it punched high speed players. Yeah, the clone changes are really good. No more medical clones is a really good change. Absolutely. When I say blitzing, that generally means blitzing missions. That's the usual context, and that's what I was referring to. You can blitz complexes as well. In a way, I have a buddy of mine that does that out in Nullsec. Not so much like ANOMs, but like DD sites.
Hang a sec on this last high sec gate. I gotta go piss.
Okay. Triple rep. So I have 2 local reps and 1 remote rep. I got a buddy in the gang, Raxit Belamp. If you watched my stream when I first started streaming, like 3 or so years ago, Raxit was one of my corp mates. I'd quite frequently run around with him. He's a blast. He's a great guy. He just came back to the game after about 2 years of taking a break from it. So we're out. We're doing some Enyo duo stuff with something again. I think we're actually talking about assault ship fits, kind of recently. This is probably one of my favorite, if not favorite, assault ship fittings, which is 2 on local rep plus RR on the assault ship on an Enyo Incursus. Vengeance can do it as well. All right, new destination in fleet.
Gotcha.
I can't remember the last time I got a fight here, so I'll just move on through. So with Tet 2 frigates, you can't get into a novice. You can get into a small and larger. Novices are only for T1 frigates and faction frigates. So that's kind of what I was telling you about. If you just want to get a lot of PvP, like T1 faction frigates tend to be the way to go. You can get into all the sites.
Can you hull tank a T1 faction frigate?
Oh yeah.
Is there one that you can do that with?
The Comet is very good for that. The Comet is
the
probably one of
Comet.
the... Yeah, it will. They made it amazing.
Because you used to be able to do that, like, back in the day, just for fun.
Yeah, so with the whole tank, it has, like, destroyer level buffer out of it. It does...
That's ridiculous.
Almost destroyer level DPS out of it. You can do a lot of different fittings. Like, the most common one for 1v1s right now is 150 railguns. With an afterburner and a whole tank. 2 mag stabs. It pushes out pretty good DPS and can scram kite very well.
Oh yeah. I remember flying a blaster Comet and getting absolutely eaten by Prometheus Exenthal in a blaster rail one.
Nice.
I was just like, I didn't notice. I was just like, I'm just going to keep hitting approach, and eventually that'll work, right?
Yeah.
It didn't.
Yeah. So there's still people that do exactly what you do with blasters, but most people run around in railguns these days.
Yeah, the smart ones.
Yeah. Well, for gang stuff, I mean, definitely blasters and booty, it's great. Okay. I'm gonna scout mid-system. Go ahead and head to our outbound, see if there's anything near the outbound. Our outbound, let me actually give you the 2.
I was going to say, yeah.
Fleet gate, fleet.
Roger that.
Destined fleet. Got a seatful mid-system.
Wow.
Another fucking seatful. Yeah. Anything on Outgate?
Possibly an Algos? But I doubt it.
Okay, let's throw these ships out of seatful. I'm gonna broadcast it for you.
Warp to 0?
Warp to 10.
Warp to active.
Okay.
You know I'm always alright with throwing ships at other ships, honestly. You know me.
He's gone. He left already.
What a bitch.
Pretty much. I don't know where he went. I'm looking for him. He went to the star. He went after me. I'm going to the star. Go and warp to the star.
Active.
Not here?
He probably warped back on us.
Nope. Not yet. It's at station now. Alright, I'm going outbound.
Roger.
There's still more moons than sepals in wormhole space. I'm not really sure what to make that statement, Dusty. What is this Thrasher doing? It's aligned to a gate. I'll let him do that.
There's a harpy.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and jump. Let's see where he goes to in here.
He jumped there.
Okay. Station. Alright, head to the outbound, I'll check mid-system. Aren't quite outnumbering moons yet. They're getting close to it, though. I would imagine they're getting close to it. Alright, I have double Harpy on scan, and you on scan. I think that new is you. Tristan Vexer. Executor, that's a RR cruiser.
Nothing on outbound.
Okay, go ahead and jump through and scout it. I'm warping to you. So again, if you find something, you have the web, I need to go in first to get tackled.
Gotcha. Otherwise, I'll just hasten their escape.
Yes. You web sling them away.
Nothing.
It'll be Raxip and Lamp, Gentleman and Scholar of Losec. Tries to kill you but lets you get away as fast as possible with web sling.
Classic Raxip move,
Yes,
to
classic.
be honest.
It is though.
I'm gonna go check mid-system for shits and giggles.
Okay. Just jumping.
And spaceships. Myrmidon, Tormentor, Helios, Tristan.
Okay. Tristan's at either of those smalls.
Yeah, possibly. Tristan, Tormentor at the Scalente Small.
Can you broadcast it? Okay. So Tristans in groups tend to be MWD kitey Tristans. Tristans right now are really powerful drone ships.
Right.
I'm warping to it now.
Warping as well.
Okay.
I assume we'll just try to burn them down if they engage us.
Yes.
Standard
If
move.
they're kiting and we can't get tackle onto them, we're gonna have to kill drones.
Yeah, that's okay.
They are all close by. I'm going for the Tristan of Dr. Love's primary.
Roger.
Scratch that. Kill Ricky. I need overheat R onto me. I'm getting new to the test here. I'm gonna die shortly.
Reps on. For what the good they'll do.
I'm down. Yeah, that's a new Tristan for you. Yeah, I got volleyed there. My cap was gone. I don't know if they're both new Tristans, but that was rough.
I'm fucked too.
Yeah. Where do you have your pod set to?
Couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Let me check.
Well, you find out shortly if you...
Where to check?
Yeah. I'd just
Yeah,
say...
I'll find out shortly.
Yeah, just let yourself get potted. That was rough. I'm pretty sure I got killed by that guy like a week ago. Same situation. They're just camping and right on the button and doing new Tristan.
I like the new little you've been potted thing.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah.
The little smears of plot fluid. That's good.
No, I got my...
All right,
I literally was
Charlie and
cap...
Adele.
8
What the
alts.
fuck?
Nice. Okay. Well, let's experiment. Go to your clone services.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I think you can set it to any station remotely. You might just set it to the one I'm at.
Apparently not. But I can set it to Onamon. That's pretty close, isn't it, to where you are?
I have no idea. So, what are your options for setting your station, home station?
Adald and Amald.
And then it's like corporate offices, and you don't have any. Okay.
Yeah, one. Onamon.
Oh, so your home station option is Amold? Is that what you said?
Amald or Onamon.
Onamon. Can you link that? No, Dusty. So the armor reps, even with pace, they need cap. No, it's very far away. I always say just jump in. I should have had you set that shit. Actually, you know what? Try this. Let me link a station for you, and see if you can do that remotely.
Let's find out.
Okay, so right-click on that station and set home station. See what that does.
Not a valid choice.
Not a valid choice, really?
Yep.
Okay. Fair enough. You're gonna have to shuttle over then. My chat overlay's broken. Is it really?
16 jumps. Is shuttle faster than pod now?
It looks like it's... shuttle is
Doesn't
much
matter.
farther. Yeah, shuttle is much faster than pod.
Okay.
I didn't fix it. It fixed itself. I don't know what's going on with
They moved the show only
chat.
available tick box in the market.
What's that?
They moved the show only available tick box in the market. You've never had to tick that in like probably years by this point, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's only recently I started doing that. But yeah, they put it in a little gearbox and you can change everything around there, yeah. It's still broken. How's it broken? What's broken about it?
Right,
I'm
I'll
seeing
float over there.
I'm seeing the latest chats with you guys. Yeah, but set destination to the Athenarld whatever system that actually has clone services, and you can set next near Dodix.
I will do that.
Kimichi, it's probably I don't know. Is there like a tournament or something going on right now? It tends to be Twitch. It doesn't tend to be me, but it tends to be Twitch TV that causes these issues. Like their chat servers get
Oh, that
overloaded.
was fun.
What's up?
Getting exploded.
That was rough, dude. I think those double newt Tristan. I my cap was volleyed off my ship.
Yeah,
I think the only...
the moment they engaged me and I had no cap.
Okay, yeah. So they had 6 small newts. Fun. We brought exactly the right types of ships to get killed.
Yes, we did.
That's good. Yeah, it's not updating. It's not updating as it should. You're absolutely right, Kimichi. I got a workaround. It doesn't work all that well, though. We'll do the just normal capture. Oh my gosh. Okay. Size, reset size. That's good enough. Okay, that's good. Yeah, the chat plugin for OBS was not working as it should have been. Okay. The only thing that bothers me is that... What do we take in to kill those guys? That they're gonna fight. Because that's probably one of our fights over there. I guess we could do like destroyers or something. I kind of want to just have jump into comets. Although comets would just get murdered by those guys. We'd have to avoid those
Jesus,
guys.
yeah.
Comets would do absolutely nothing there.
Thrasher would work well because you don't really need cap to kill
Sure.
stuff with a Thrasher. But, I mean, I don't know the meta anymore, so I can't help you.
Destroyers are actually really rare in the current metagame. I don't know why. There's nothing really wrong with destroyers. And they actually warp really fast, too. It has nothing to do with warp speed. I think we'll jump into comets. We'll just, if we see those guys in space, we'll avoid them. Because they have
Sounds
a really
good.
good system going. I never thought I'd be marking someone for doing Nudie Tristans. That kind of blows my mind. But it's not the first time they've screwed me over by jumping into them. It's just they have a really good setup and they have this habit of locking people very quickly and nailing people. That's kind of the interesting thing to me about T1 frigates and doing shiny frigate stuff. I mean, hell, you see Finn jump into a gang with a Dramiel last night. Finn was like tearing up with the Dramiel last night. But it's just as common to see someone that's on the ball with getting scrambling people down and then getting murdered. Like T1 frigates are actually incredibly
So the
devastating.
new rapid
in
heavy
groups.
launchers, are those any good?
No.
Just like the rapid lights.
Rapid lights are great.
What? Blowing my fucking mind.
Okay, so rapid lights, they were incredibly good for a really long time. People figured out after the heavy missile nerf that rapid lights are way better. So they just applied like perfectly to everything. So then they changed them where rapid heavies and rapid lights, they launch missiles really fast, but once you run out of missiles, it goes on a 35-second reload.
Oh.
And that reload time is the same no matter, even if you're changing out ammo types and you have full load, it's 35-second reload. So it's pretty rough that way, but with rapid lights, you're able to kill like 2, 3, or even 4, like say T1 frigates, maybe 2 Tech 2 frigates, 2 Salt frigates in one load of ammo. Rapid heavies, you're going to have a really hard time killing a cruiser in one load of ammo.
That's pretty
And
bad, yeah.
Heavy missiles are still going to have a really hard time applying to cruisers. You pretty much need to have paints or webs onto a target for rapid heavies to work. Rapid lights, tackle really helps, but you're still going to be able to kill frigates even if they're MWDing around. Why are you marking people for killing you? It's really just them. Usually I mark people for things like if they're a booster ult, or if they do recon stuff in plexes. That group has killed me probably 2 to 3 times in the past month doing the same fucking thing. And I go for it every time just because I don't mark them. I don't know them. I don't think it's a thing. But given that this is like the second or third time, I'm just going to mark them just so I know what to expect. Because the ships I tend to fly around in are very cap-hungry ships, Grouch. So going into a group of Nudie Tristans that are going to scram web me when I dive into them trying to, take the 2v1, 3v1, whatever, 3v2, whatever, is not a recipe for success. So, other things that have changes. They added a system, wormhole system called Thera that has NPC stations. You can set clones to it, you can dock there, there's markets there. It's a huge system, it's like 400 EU across. And at any given time, there's like 12 wormhole connections to it.
That's cool.
So people live out there. People there's resources where you can there's a site called Eve Scout that will tell you all the connections at any given time. So it's a really cool resource for like running gangs, or even doing solo if you want. If you say you want to go into nullsec and start hunting ratters, you have access to all sorts of different wormholes without having to do a whole lot of scanning down wormholes. So it's a really cool resource. It's a really cool addition to the gang. I'd like to start using it more. But wormholes are a big part of the game right now, especially for small gang solo. Usually, if you're going to be doing like small gangs of people and you want to go out and say nullsec or anything, you don't really go through entry systems anymore. You just use a wormhole to get to where you want.
Right, yeah. You don't use wormholes much, though, do you?
For solo stuff, not so much. I tend to just stick to factional warfare space, but it's not because it's better, it's because it's what I'm used to. If anything, if I just spent a little bit of time to scan down like wormholes at the start of a stream, I'd probably be able to get some pretty cool content out in an nullsec. But I'm lazy.
Yeah, word. So am I. 7 chunks to go, by the way.
Okay. But I mean, that's kind of the cool thing about being in a corporation. I mean, if you have a couple friends that are willing to do it, or if like you just like between a group of peers, like every couple of days, like you'll spend 30 minutes to do it, and everyone does that, you always have a whole bunch of connections that you can have available to you to go to different nullsecs, low secs, whatever.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but Eve Scout's pretty cool. The group that does that, I don't know if it's actually called Eve Scout, but Minxie's in it. Minxie's back in the game.
I've seen her online a whole bunch in the last 2 days.
Yeah, she's back to being super active. She still has shitty internet, but
Signal
she's playing again.
Cartel, it's called.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, there you go.
It's cool to see some of the old people active again.
Not a lot of them are around anymore. I mean, there's a fair number of people that are, but there's a lot of people that aren't as well.
Yeah.
For the most part, there's a lot of people just doing kind of like their own thing now, if they are still playing. A lot of the Gunpoint guys are still kind of stuck around, but as far as the Gunpoint guys that you know, not many of them are really doing the same thing anymore.
Yeah.
I did get
Does Wesley still play?
I was about to say, I actually got a convo from him out of the blue. Not so much. He'll hop on like every couple of months to just poke and see what's going on in the game.
Fair
But I got a message from him not too long ago that he is on one of his little jaunts back into the game.
Hmm.
I think he's in Matari Exodus if he's in any corporation right now.
Not shocked.
Yeah.
He did always like those Minmatars.
But yeah, talking about going back to the metagame, it's mostly cruisers and smaller. People, whenever they're putting together ships, focus almost entirely on anti-support for kind of like the small gang stuff. You don't really see battle cruisers anymore. You do see battleships, only occasionally. You usually see battleships for when people are doing like PA stuff, POCO stuff, big gang stuff, and when they're defending a null. No one really wants to roam around with them with the 2 AU warp speed, so it's usually for defensive stuff that they're used.
I think that's actually pretty cool. It's a pretty nice change.
It is, but the problem I have with it is if you want to run around with it, it makes them not fun. Like the way that they balance it is by making it not fun, which is, I think, a really awful way to balance it.
That you'd have a good point there.
So instead, what you have is a metagame that's dominated by smaller ships that pretty much do the same thing as battleships anyway. So Ishtars for a very long time were super duper prevalent. They still are. They've been nerfed several times, but essentially what they did with the Ishtar is they made it like a 100% complete drone boat. They gave it like a tracking and optimal bonus to entries and a speed and tracking bonus to heavy drones.
Wow.
So they pretty much put out like like 700 to 800. They were putting out like 700 to 800 DPS with drones with the drone mods and all the bonuses, and they were applying like perfectly to frigates. Like they had Rifter tracking on heavy drones.
That's brutal.
Yeah. So, and you pretty much still have that. Like if you were to run around in a brawly Ishtar with double webs, you'd murder frigates.
I might do that.
It's a lot of fun. People don't expect it. Everyone expects to see nano-y Ishtars. Okay, are you at that station?
I am one jump away.
Okay. So there aren't any clone facilities in Dodixie, but there's one jump out, so it's kind of how I've been managing that. Hey, Coco, how's it going, man?
My old market system. Back in the Vito days, when I lived in Goynard.
I miss those days.
Really? Because you were pretty angry, if I remember right.
What was I angry about?
You were bitter and disappointed that I abandoned you.
Oh, well, that's always the case, though.
Yeah, it's true. I do.
No, I do miss getting the fights with I think it was it Chains of something or the other that were based out of Genesis. I'd always take Ruptures or like T1 cruisers over there and go like trade it for like a T2 ship of one of their camps. And that was back when you had battleship insurance that paid for the ship and then some. So I was running around as get-ins. Oh man.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Miss those days. Alright, now I'm in the station.
Okay, so just set your clone for there, set that as your home station, and then once you're done, go ahead and undock and head over to Dodix. I'll relink the station.
Says that I cannot.
You can set that as your home station for sure. You just go to set.
Go. I pressed wrong button. There we go. Now I got it.
There you go. Cool.
I'm super good at this game.
Yeah, the revamped, easy to understand UI is fairly complicated, in that we're not used to its ease of use.
Yeah, I keep looking for all the familiar shit, and none of it is there.
Yeah, do you like how they moved the undock button?
That gave me some problems.
When that first happened, everyone was stuck in station for a solid minute. How do I get out?
It was more than a minute for me.
Yeah.
I won't embarrass myself further.
Oh, another thing you can do, which is what most people do once they figure out you can do this, so you go to Escape, go to General Settings, under Station, click the Merge Items and Ships into Station panel, and that way you pretty much get your hangar back.
I kind of like the new hangar, though, which is split between items and ships. That kind of works for me.
It is still split, but it's kind of like a, kind of the new system and the old system. Chewing on your mustache.
Alright. Docking into Dixie.
Sweet. Yeah, but if anything, if you're going to be doing any skill training, immediate skill training, I'd recommend training up those tactical destroyers. Probably first one you'd want to do is people. They're a lot of fun.
I will then go ahead and buy myself a skill book for that.
Yeah.
User entered your channel.
Hey, how far?
User left your channel.
Let's drop down channels. Go to the Mar channel.
Channel switched.
Yeah, the Beam Confessor, yeah.
User joined your channel.
Strongboat.
I should also pick up a copy of biology.
Yeah, go and plug that in. You figured out that you can do training queues now, right?
Training queues, I remember.
Okay. Yeah. Well, they made it now so you can actually queue up, like, 50 skills at a time. So you can have, like, years of training if you wanted.
Like more than just a day?
More than a day.
Fuck yeah!
Like, right now I have, like, 360 days worth of training.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Okay.
Let me go add some shit to my skill queue. Oh, hey, yeah, I have a bunch of shit on my skill queue that's already 37 days long. I apparently did it without noticing.
Very nice. Let me give you some instas. God, I love this song so much. Why is this not working? Needs more dairy products. Yeah, we can help solve that issue. Okay. Once you're ready to go, let's head right back out. Boosh. They also added they added a couple of new things to LowSec to try to make it more of a thing to say rat in LowSec. They added rats into belts called clone soldiers.
Yeah, I already used some of their tags to get myself up to under -2.
Okay, so you know about that. Cool.
Yeah.
They also have the ability to you can find Mortis rats in non-factional
by the way.
warfare. Yeah, just head over to Marathon. It's linked. So you can also find Mortis rats in LowSec. And so ratting in LowSec is kind of a thing to make money.
Do people actually do it, though?
Yeah, people do it.
Oh, wow. So there's actually people in belts again in LowSec.
Yes, it's fairly rare. People tend to do it in either like kind of assault ships or cruisers. Usually like Cyndables are very popular for that. They'll find like 0.1 or 0.2 systems are the ones where the tags are really worthwhile. Those are the systems that will get your sex status from like -5 to 0. And the way to do it is just clearing out belts. You just clear everything out, and you just try to find a system that there's enough belts where you can just go from top to bottom and keep going.
Right, yeah.
And it can be decent money. I forgot how many tags you can get. Usually in an hour, it's probably around anywhere from 5 to 8 or so, and each one's worth, I think, 25 million ISK each, something like that. But the thing is, those rats, I don't believe they spawn in Faction War. So I think they only spawn in non-Faction Warfare space. So if you're to look for those type of people doing that, you'd have to go to like kind of really empty areas of space. What are we waiting on, QDT?
Oh, yeah.
So CCP also added a whole bunch of ship skins to the game. So you can there's some say like Blood Raider prophecies, Serpentis Verdixes, things like that you can jump into. They're going to be adding a new and improved skin system. So right now, like all the custom skins in the game are like unique ships. They're going to be making it so like when you get a ship skin, it's like bound to your account, and you can just swap between skins.
What's the tactic I should be using with this comet?
Approach, overheat.
Cool, I can do that.
Yes. So we're in identical ships.
Yeah. I noticed I had my full complement of tackle here.
Yeah. Another thing regarding rigs, you don't need to have your rigging skill to 4 anymore to fit Tech 2 rigs.
Oh, okay.
So you're
So
using
they're a
Tech 2
little bit more accessible.
Yes, they're a lot more accessible. You know, it's just as important to have your rigging skills trained up. But yeah, they're a lot more accessible. The rigs
Oh
that
my
you
God,
have,
you put me in a hull tank ship. I'm
yes.
so happy right now.
So the rigs you have are transverse rigs. The Tech 2 versions are pretty cheap. For frigates especially, they're only like 2.5 mil each. And you have quite a bit of HP with that. Oh, they also do spawn in Pack War Space. Gotcha.
Holy crap. 1,800 structure points. That's
Yeah,
not
it's
a
no
small
joke.
amount.
Yeah, it's no joke. But yeah, if you're looking to do like T1 frigate PvP, the Tristan's kind of like the new Rifter. It's able to do kitey stuff. It's able to do brawly stuff. You saw it with the newts. You can do it with railguns. You can do it with blasters. You can do whatever the fuck. But the drones are really what make it ridiculous. The drones on the Tristan have a huge tracking bonus to them, so they just apply perfectly at all
Yeah.
times.
Just like the old days with the tracking bonus in the Rifter made it so good, no one realized why.
Right.
Well, I mean, smart people did, but...
But yeah, Galente in general is kind of top tier as far as races go right now, due to the drones and blasters being incredibly powerful right now. Amar's pretty good for anti-support stuff, like the Omen Navy issue is really powerful for that. Okay, nothing's going on in Mirthend. It's because it's Mirthend. Alright, let's head over to Hadley's. I can tell when your control spacing. I'm guessing your push talk is control.
Yes, it is! I realize that every time I do it, but I don't want to bother changing it right now, so you're gonna have to live with it.
That's okay.
And all of you out on the stream, too.
What's the comment fit? So we're in MWD blaster comments right now. Hold tanks, double mag stab. Neutron blasters. Nord Korea, that wouldn't surprise me. I've noticed that whenever I've been ratting, spawn rates seem to kind of go down when you're ratting in systems that are heavily farmed. Okay, that cormorant just went to a site. I'm warping us to that site.
Okay.
Lid Void.
Overheating tackle.
Oh, there's a bunch of shit here. Swap over to antimatter. Take the gate, take the gate, take the gate. So none of those destroyers can get in, but the T1 stuff can get in. Or on a novice, so just wait on the outside, or sorry, wait on the inside to see if anything comes in. Just get close to that beacon. Okay, we're going for the slicer pin. Powertail secondary. After this, go for the Tristan. Scratch that. After this, go for the Comet. Okay, Tristan.
That's a hell of a hull tank.
Yep.
Oh, that felt good.
So that teal coloration you see on him means you have a limited on him. Means he pretty much he shot out. He's a legal target. You're not going to get GCC for engaging him.
What if I pod him now?
You will not get a GCC. So if you have a limited engagement, you're free. You're good.
Oh, I potted somebody. That felt really good.
So again, there's a it's like if you're scanning on your short scanner, there's a retribution on the outside. He's a T2 frigate. He can't get inside. Only T1 frigates can get inside. That includes faction frigates.
That's nice.
Yep. So if you were to get primaried right now, or right then, you survived. After the fight, you'd probably just, if you had paste left, unload the paste and then run it without paste. That way you're not wasting paste. Paste is pretty expensive these days.
Good to know. Well, that was a nice few kills for my first roam.
Second room.
I actually, wait.
There's some shit in the Mar frigate wreck.
Oh, I got the Federation Navy Comet kill mail.
Nice. Yeah, you're right on top of him. He was still priming me at like 5 km. Yeah, can you loot the rest of the stuff in the Mar frigate wreck?
Roger.
Alright, I'm gonna dock up and rep. Actually, there's a slasher might be coming in. Not close. Resure the fit? Yeah. So neutron blasters, Nave, NOS for fitting, MDD, Scram Web, double mag stab, meta damage control, SAR, and then Tech 2 rigs. Tech 2 hull rigs. Oh, we're in Integral. We got a fight in Integral! Holy shit! I thought we got that fight in Hadley's. No kidding. Alright, let's go over to Hadley's. I'll wrap up in Hadley's. I've also never gotten a fight in Integral, so there you go. Bam.
Huh. Well, you did now.
So I'm surprised. Like, they did that all wrong. They didn't go after the red shirt. What? I guess, you're red shirt in your corp, but you're not red shirt for me. Like, we need to get this...
Excuse me? I'm red shirt Commandante.
The leader. Do I have fitting implants? No, this
I
fitting
don't know, I might actually
does not
start,
require
like,
fitting
recruiting
implants.
if I keep playing.
There's a whole bunch of frigates on the other side.
Oh boy. There is. Shall we flee?
I don't think we're going to be able to warp off. I'm going to try to overheat burn back to gate. Suggest you do the same. Yeah, they're all engaging. Jumping. Oh, it's a uni. That's right, I don't have standings in this corporation. Okay, I was able to warp off on that side. How are you doing?
Jump through.
Okay, you're probably gonna have to crash back. I'd crash back again. Looks like most of them jump through.
Crashing back.
What? I got a lot of them following me, actually. I think you're going to be fine.
I'm off gate.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, most of their gang actually followed me over to Mirthan. That kind of blows my mind. It's like, I don't think I've ever not had EV University set without standings. That's kind of crazy to me. So another change that you can do now, you can actually set standings to alliances now. With personal
That's
standings.
useful.
Yeah, you should only be able to do that with Corp.
I'll go wait for you on station in Hidley's. The locals pretty much up to here now.
I'm talking about. Kimichi's from the stream. He'll be listening in. Kimichi, we're actually on the public UHurt comms if you want to jump on there.
Local is too big.
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of uni guys came back in, but also looks like they're spiking right back out.
Yep, they're out there. This is a very fast frigate.
Yes. Destinations in fleet. Go ahead and we're heading back to fleet. Yeah. So all of the Navy faction frigates are kind of like just super souped up. They're all really fast. They all have loads of HP. They all pretty much do way more damage. They're just outclassed 2-1 frigates in all regards, pretty much.
What about the Firetail? That's the important question.
It's probably the weakest of all of them. It's really good for
So-
1v1s and 2v1s though. Artillery with the TD, Scram My Baby, is really strong.
Some
give you
things never change.
It's it's actually really good for like 1v1s and 1v2s. It's just not really good for the gang stuff. And it's not really a DPS machine, but for 1v1s, artillery is really powerful on it.
A lot of blinkies in here.
Okay, you went outbound. I'll check mid-system. Ash. I think they're pretty close to being on par. I'd actually place the hook bill above the Firetail, but
Okay, clear.
I'd say it's definitely a opinion. Okay, yeah, heading outbound. There's nothing going on mid-system. So speaking of ship skins, very important. The Comet has the police variant,
User joined your channel.
where you get your police lights back.
All right, I'm here.
Hey, Kimchi, how's it going? Is that thing plated out?
No, no plates.
No plates, okay. Okay, so it's the same dudes in here from before. Let's just move through. Yeah, but pretty much all of the faction, the Navy faction frigates are pretty powerful. I mean, the Hookbill and the Firetail are by far the weakest of the bunch. The Slicer is still very popular for the like pulse laser kitey thing, and then the Hook Comet can just do whatever and be good.
Some of the most fun I had before I quit with Raxip was using a Brawling Pulse Crusader.
So Interceptors
It was like
were
a tiny slicer.
yeah, Interceptors are actually heavily buffed. I don't know if that happened before he left.
No, it did not.
Okay, so the Claw
Or
and the
even
Crusader.
shitty ones?
Yes. So they pretty much made it where you have a Brawly Interceptor and a Tackly Interceptor. So the Raptor now is kind of like a Tyrannus, yet not as good,
The
but still
Garmoron's
pretty
good.
good. We're at?
Somewhere in mid-system. Literally the only guy here, so probably not.
Yeah, it's probably at the Novice. I'm heading to the Novice.
He's a little bit old.
Yeah, so like the Crow is like the Tackly Interceptor, the Raptor is the Brawly one. For Galente, the Tyrannus is the Brawly one, the Ares is the Tackly one. So pretty much for all races, you have a really good Tackly Interceptor and you can have a decent Brawly Interceptor. Okay, he's not the Novice.
Alright, jump it through.
It's not the small. Yeah, move through.
Bunch of locals.
Yeah, it's a home for one of the larger entities in this area, Snuffbox.
Venture Tower, Tristan Loki, Tristan Okner on scan.
Okay. Hook Bell by far is least used. You're absolutely
Venture
right.
Tower, Tristan on scan to an outpost. Medium.
Okay.
Do you want me to go take a look or avoid it?
Let me just get in the system first.
Roger that.
Medium, you said. I only see a Tristan there. So this is... it's actually... I scanned the wrong one. Sec. Yeah, go for it. So the thing
Venture
with that
Tristan.
medium
Yep.
is that a Tristan probably wouldn't be able to do it alone. So there's probably a recon in it? Sort of deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not alone either, so.
Yeah, but we're not going to deal with the curse, sort of deal.
Oh, curse, no, yeah, we'd run.
Yeah.
Or die.
yes. Yeah, so we might die. We'll just do this for lessons' sake.
Bravery. Bravery, Sard.
So like a Tristan, they can do this shit defensively, but they don't need guns to do defensive plexing. So even if like whenever you see like a lone frigate in a medium outpost, it's like it's not worth going to, as far as getting fights goes. Okay, so just the Tristan there. I'm gonna burn out. Let's go.
Ouch.
Battle venture. Blah, blah, blah. Burning at the Tristan. Okay, I'm pulling away.
Yeah, I'll go so we don't probably tell our shit.
Yeah, take wrench. Just killing drones right now. Let's dive in on that Algos when he gets close. Go for the Algos. Go for the Algos. Roxy.
Roger that.
Or he burned him down. Freaking Kumachi's being a hero over there in that Punisher.
Oh crap.
Warp off, dude.
Now I'm okay.
You okay? Alright. Alright, tower down. Or sorry, no. Let's pull off now. Pull off for now. Let's try to get some of these drones off of Kumachi.
I'm alright.
You're over. You okay? Well, I need a rep. Tower's eating into
Oh shit.
me. You're alright, then you're not alright. You have to make up your mind, dude.
I was about to warp off.
Okay, I do have the HP to take on some of these MDDing Tristans if they come in close.
I probably can. I'm full health, so.
Okay.
Do you want to get Sangrita?
Yeah, Sangrita. I'm cutting my speed. Nice, stay near the tower. Tower's a problem.
Roger.
We can get the tower though. Keep close to me. Let's go for the tower. Go, go, go. Oh, he's eating into you. Never mind. Yeah, I'm going for him though.
Roger that. I'm burning towards him.
After this, we'll go for the Sangrita Tristan.
Roger.
Attack one. Okay, the Dragoon is a drone Desi that has a nuisance bonus, so that's kind of a problem. Let's just rep up and get your ARs reloaded, and then we'll see about going for the Dragoon. Probably load Void for the Dragoon.
Another Tristan's here.
Yeah, there's another one up close as well. I'm reloading my AR.
Same here. I like it when I stream fire.
We're at a medium? Okay, there's a Rupture on the outside as well now. We're starting to up shit. Let's just start looting Rex near us, yeah?
Good idea.
I think it looks like you're already on that. Rex, you still have your pirating priorities. Just making that money.
Oh yeah.
I'm using a Nabe Nos. It has slightly less power grid requirements. There's the Repi.
Oh, they're fighting each other.
Yes, they are. There's also a lot more stuff on close. I'm gonna start burning closer.
I'm out of cargo space.
Yep. Most of these guys are the guys we just fought. The Rupture is like the only person that's not the same dudes.
Yeah.
You following me? You coming in? Yeah, good. I'm going for that Tristan that's far off. Ferris? Fenris?
Roger that.
Tackle on. After this, go for Boo. In fact, just go get tackle on Boo right now. Okay, the rupture is anti-fit. Don't go for it, pull away. He's got afterburner running, he's gonna add double webs. Oh, you went in?
I got webbed. He got close to me.
Can you get away?
Probably not. Scram.
Oh, he's almost dead. Yeah, kill him.
Pop.
Oh, you're dead. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to solo this. I need to burn him off. Oh god.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Are you dead?
No, I'm really tempted to go in on this guy, but I think he's bait tanking me right now.
Probably.
And he just had a buddy in the symbol come in anyway, so.
Yeah, get out. Do you want to send me home the quick way?
Yeah, get the star. Yeah, if the two of us were right in on the guy at the start, I think we may have been able to kill him, but I'm guessing... I don't know, Well, I don't know if he was bait taken or not.
Man. He killed me pretty quick.
Yeah.
And I was overheating my rep there.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
didn't help.
pretty much all your HP's in the hole. Did you have a lot of hole left? Were you at full HP in the hole?
I was at about 3/4 HP when you engaged me.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Oh, you went at range.
No, I went at 0. You went at range.
I did? I failed.
Yeah.
Well, you may have an Algos coming in here shortly to do the dirty deed for you. Nope, never mind. Not that close coming into you, though.
Oh wait, you're gonna do that for me, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Scoop the clone.
Stop, Rexham.
What the fuck?
First one to the comet gets a ship!
Yeah, you're 10 kilometers away. That's bullshit, man.
We're both 10 km away. You better hurry up. I hope if you're
yeah.
snaked, you might make this.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I'm still gonna get the ship.
I got it!
Yeah, man, you're way ahead.
This is closer than you think, though.
No.
Get potted. Oh, stop kiting me. Dude. You're under my guns. You're under my guns. Stop it.
Transversal.
Stop it. I have a tracking bonus. You're not allowed to do that.
You know, for a black guy, Rax's clone is awfully white. I'm just saying.
Oh dear me. Mixed heritage, man. Probably
I
got
guess
some
so.
Sebi Esther in him.
There's an innuendo there.
Yeah. For a fleeting moment, I had my blaster ripper, but that was the innuendo.
That'd be a good name for an innuendo.
Whoa! Whoa! I'm renaming my Ennio right now. Wait, oh, Ennio's, never mind. I thought it was an Ennio. We were in an Ennio earlier. Ah! It's almost, I would say that's better than Enyar. Enyar is classy, but innuendo, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
can
start
bookmark
finding
ships.
Ennios now.
Actually, I don't know if you can bookmark ship
I got a
PvP.
reason to. Alright, hang on a sec.
Yeah, in the comment. Flying around a buddy of mine I haven't talked to in about 2 years now. We just got some really amazing PvP. I'm really glad we got that. That was really awesome. What surprises me is that the dudes that we just fought, the Ardraw guys, they usually mess me up something fierce. These guys usually kill me. So rapid withdrawal usually murderize me. So surprised I got that fight. Yeah, 2 hours. It's 9 o'clock. Okay. I gotta say though, for a guy that hasn't played this game in 2 years, holy shit does he still have it. I don't know about you guys, that's really impressive being able to respond to target calls and everything like that. Good job, Raxid. Really impressed with the guy. Evidently playing this game is like riding a bike. For some people.
Alright.
Hi.
Hi.
And not die like me.
Nah, man, you gotta be a red shirt. Do it right.
No, he did do it right. he took shots for us.
That's true, actually. Nice job, red shirt. I forgot I'm not the lower rank one now.
Yeah, Kimichi. Raxip was like my original court mate. He's also like I would fly around the battle cruisers, and Raxip would be my rifter. I'd tell him to tackle things, and he'd constantly get blown up tackling things for me while I take all the glory.
I got good at tackling things, though. Really good.
Yeah,
Eventually, I'd only die half the time.
yes. But yeah, it's still blowing my mind that I'm running around flying with Raxid. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been too damn long.
How do you activate your ship module so fast? Shortcuts, right? Yes. So Red Rum, I have my high slots.
The best fight we've gotten tonight so far
Mhm.
is doing exactly the thing that you told me we shouldn't do.
What's that?
Flying into mediums that have a single frig.
Yes.
You're like, don't do that, so I did it, and we got a fight.
I didn't say don't do that. I said that you're probably there are going to be repercussions. More often or not, there. Yes, a really good fight. But on the serious note, though, it tends to be like the same group of people doing it all the time. So like what I do, I just set them like on my watch list, -10 them, and then put like a note that they do recon stuff. So I get killed by them, then I mark them all. Then next time I'm in local with them, I know exactly what they're doing.
Right. Yeah.
That's only like a couple groups that do that. Not everyone does it. But yes, I have like my high slots bound to 1 through 6. My mid slots are bound through QWERTY. My low slots are bound to ASDFGH. My drones are bound to Z, X, and C for engage, return to ship, and return to drone bay. It's a missile destroyer from Imitar. All races gained an extra T1 destroyer like a long time ago. You should have been playing when that happened. So the Talwar has a explosive damage bonus and a signature radius bonus, so they're kind of hard to kill with bigger guns. There's the Cormorant, and then there is the... God, what was the other one? The Caldari got another got a missile destroyer. It kind of looks like a U-boat. The Galente and Amar got drone destroyers. That's the Algos and the Dragoon. I can't remember the Caldari one, though. It's driving me nuts. What is the name of the Caldari missile destroyer?
You know that Venture? It actually was
Correct.
a Battle Venture.
Oh, yeah. The thing is...
It had blasters and shit.
Yeah. One scram's not going to hold it down. It has 2 warp core strength on it, and 8. So it's a good thing you scrambled it as soon as you did. Yeah, but their towers are pretty common. Like they use there was a nullsec doctrine for a bit, and they're still fairly common. Is big old blobs of towers do their sig radius bonus. They're fairly hard to kill. They project well. They're pretty good gang boats.
Word.
All right, what to fly? What to fly? Kind of just want to go right back out in comets.
I'm okay with that. I really like this new comet.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, isn't it? Here, I'll put up another one right now.
And the debt grows deeper.
Yeah, so I'll actually go start putting together a comment with you guys.
Corp with my trial and there was a bunch of the people in it. They were all like comparing their Z-kill stats, and I went up for shits and giggles, and I was like, let's just take a look at mine. The ships lost was 3.5 billion ISK, so from that I figure I owe you somewhere around 3 billion. I don't think I've ever made more than $500 million in my life.
Yeah, something like that.
Actually, a bunch of it probably is, to be fair, lost large ships that were covered by large nullsec groups.